Hello everyone, welcome. We are going to present our integrative project. The team members are Renata Padilla Martínez, Jennifer Córdoba Águila, Iván Antonio Varela Hernández, Sergio Cervantes Carcaño, and Luis Jair Armas López.
Index. First, introduction. Second, object. Third, deployment. Fourth, presentation of the project. Fifth, conclusion. Sixth, contact details.
Introduction. Technology education is a systematic way to design, improve, and determine a learning and teaching process that require establishing a learning connection based on the use of human and material resources to achieve a more adequate and effective learning with the use of technology. Therefore, the teaching of the English language could be important through online activities without the need for the teacher to have sufficient knowledge to use the software of the didactic material. It is why some didactic and methodological principles that the teacher can consider for use in a class are fulfilled.
Objective of the platform. With the help of the graphical interface, we will implement new implements for our educational platform, making it more didactical and accessible to different users. Pages to it for implement Edmodo, Classroom, Duolingo, Moodle, Udemy. And it is internet to improve the functions, add useful function for both students and teachers, accessibility, access to the platform from any device and any location, visibility, user-friendly and indivisibility interface for the largest number of users. Deployment. At this stage, we carefully review the content related of the objective of the our platform, allowing us to know what it does, the object it has, how it does it, why, and more questions. In this way, we made the process that will be carried out in the platform and transform them into the process flowchart. This being a graphical representation of the process which servers use, that it easy to understand and facilitate the realization of the interface. Our platform has a following process: registration progress, login progress, course registration progress, course creation progress, didactic activities creation process, evaluation process, user support process, and an example is shown of, in this case, login process.
User person. In task stage, we start analyzing in detail what our main objective is. According to the buzzing process, we start to work and talk about how platform will be, and for one, it will be directed depending on the function it will have. That is to say, what the platform will perform and it will do. In the present, we understand that user person is a fiction representation of product or service, which allow up to now the motivation, frustration, pain, and need that the user has. We realized how important It is the user experience which becomes it allows it's not the users. Identify the time they like about a particular product or service and what are the time they frustrate them. Secondly, because we put a face to user that the whole team could identify and empathize with high. It immediately made who feels the way thanks the word has. That is, if it's going to affect people's life or if it's going to improve team. We finally really that we are not the same luck for us. We are the same luck for someone with different lifestyle, needs, behaviors, and goals. For example, the user person.
Screenflow. This stage is aimed at working and imagine the structure that the page will have, where a hand sketch will be made to better understand the use of flow of each stage. Once this is done, the wireframes and high fidelity designs can be made in a much easier and simpler way. That is why the finished stage will be shown below. Example, ScreenFlow.
Wireframe. At this stage, also known as a page, layout, or screen plan, it is a visual guide that represents the skeleton or visual structure of our educational platform where the content are distributed within a screen where the buttons, menus, space for videos, text, titles, subtitles, navigation, buttons, and more things are defined. The wireframes outlines the page, the scene, or arrangement of the website content where the interface elements and navigation systems are included and how they work together. To build the wireframe design, we used the Balsamic website, which is a great application for the creation of wireframes or prototypes. As a first step, we divide the work by process for the creation of different windows and options that we guide the user to the process that had to be followed. But for registration, the login, the student and the teacher, menu, courses, registration, courses, creation of signing, activities, evaluation, and finally support where we added buttons, tabs, menus, navigation, buttons, text, boxes, and then take this as a gift in the design of high fidelity. Example wireframes.
High fidelity design. This is the stage that finalizes the design of the graphical user interface before moving on to programming. This stage is also known as visual design. It's the top layer that finalizes the design. It is developed when you have a clear idea of what the elements of each screen are and where they will be placed, in addition to assigning each element as realistically as possible to how they will look in the real graphic user interface. In order to develop the high fidelity design, it is essential to take as a base the previous wireframes from the previous stage. For the construction of the high fidelity design, we use the web page framer. It is an all-in-one tool that helps teams to design part of the web platform's experience. In our case, the interfaces of the wireframe to high fidelity design. In this way, we add backgrounds, images, font styles, animations, and the order in which our platform will run. This is the high fidelity design of the whole project made in Framer. And this one is only the teaching menu.
Once we're in login, the teacher on the stern who is going to register will click on the option register. Whereafter that they will move to another screen, and in this screen they will have to answer the following boxes with personal information. Once this is done, your information will be sent to the administrator, and if he approves your data, he will welcome you to the home page, and if not, you will have to repeat the previous instructions.
Login screen. To login, you will have to enter your email and password, or you can login with your Google or Facebook account, and it will take you directly to the menu header for teacher or student. If you have forgotten your password, you will have to click on the Forgot Your Password button, and you will have to enter your email again and create a new password and verify that the password you entered is correct, and you will be returned to the login page where you will have to enter again your email and the new password you create.
Course registration. In order for a student to enroll in a course, she must first go to the Add Course option. Then a list of all of courses will be shown. Being able to make a specific search or choosing one on the hyper on the screen. When this is done, the student will see a brief description of the course, which was written by the teacher who owns the course. In this way, the student will send a request to enter the course.
In the teacher menu, you can select the option to create course. In this interface, you can fill the basic information of the course, such as name, category, privacy, and number of participants. There is a button to save and advance to the next interface, or cancel to return to the teacher menu. If the data is valid, you can proceed to the next interface. Otherwise, you will have to review the basic information or enter new information. Once the basic information has been validated, you can upload the didactic material to be used in the course. With the Upload button, you can select which file to upload. When this process is complete, you will be able to see the name of the file, its weight and extension. In addition, you can categorize it as visual, audio, or graphic. With the View Files button, you can see what files you have already uploaded. The Skip button skips the uploading process to go to the course publication, or the Delete button to delete one of the files you have already uploaded. There is also a Save button to advance to the course publication, or cancel to return to the basic information. Once the files have been uploaded or the process has been skipped, we move on to the public. Otra vez esa. 1, 2, 3. Once the files has been uploaded or the process has been skipped, we move to the publication of the course. In this interface, you can see on the left side the name, number of participants, and category of the course. On the right side, the list or files uploaded for the course. With the View File button, you can view the files, and with the Delete button, you can delete one of the files. A toggle button for privacy and a checkbox button to verify that is approved. It has a button to publish the course and delete that returns to the block of material.
Integration of didactic activities. In the teacher menu, there is a button to create a new activity where the teacher can choose a predetermined activity so later question and answer will be added to complement the activity.
Then the teacher will be shown a preview of how the activity will look like and can change the option. Once the activity has been created, it will be reviewed by the administration. And when the activity has been reviewed, the teacher will be notified that it has been completed successfully.
Evaluation process. Well, we know that the teacher will repeat the activities and works with the student to qualify grade. We are the teacher menu where there are several options. We select the evaluation button. It shows the available courses. We select the mathematics subject where we now see the evaluation process and modification with and click on continue. Okay. We modify the time according to the rules and hide continue if you not like sometime. You can delete with the recent button. We on the question name on the exam and click on continue button. With the windows opens where the student that will be sent to your team and paper in one in mission, and if not, click on the continue button. To show the status of the activity, we can unlock review, click yes, and finally we return to the teacher menu.
Technical support. In the teacher menu, you can access to the technical support by clicking on the button at the bottom left. You will be taken to an interface where you can write your report, and with the same button, you send it to technical support. Once the report is sent, you will see an announcement with the message sent and a button to return to the menu.
Once at the point you have a problem set in the taskbar, a specific call in messaging will be reflected if the problem was solved or not by means of message. Above will be the message that was drafted before and below the administrator response. Conclusion. Human beings have become so accustomed to current technological advances such as cell phones, computers, laptops, and the internet that they have become part of our daily lives. This is an aspect that education must undoubtedly take advantage of in order to increase the level of teaching and learning. That is why education today is effectively lacks the new technologies developed by humans in contrast to other areas such as health, communication, or economics, which have greatly incorporated these new technologies. With this, we conclude that if people understand and know better the interface of high fidelity, the things, and and their uses we can develop an easy, useful, and inexpensive platform for better student feedback. Contact details.